Off today, everybody. We continue our preview of Team Guam men's basketball. A huge challenge in front of us. We've got Mongolia, we've got China, but right now we are in the Phoenix Center. And for the man right here, the impresario of the Team Guam offensive, defensive, teamwork strategy, head coach EJ Calvo. Coach, always good to see you.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, and for you, this is where it started. So this is a homecoming for you. But you know, you told me before, sometimes you always have to like come back, take into consideration that like the fundamentals, don't get too complicated and everything. Is that the same approach you're taking to the teams we face now?
It doesn't matter how high a level we play. It's one thing I picked up working with a lot of great coaches, especially in the U.S., that it's down to fundamentals. It's a lot of the same drills that we've done since we were young, but you just have to do it faster, harder, and at a high level. And you know, you keep it simple, and that's what we've implemented in Team Guam. And starts on defense, and just has worked for us.
Now, I remember when you were one of the stars of the Guam men's national basketball program, you know, in Pacific Games, and then when you became a coach, you were real X's and O's guys. You're real technical. You're about scheme and everything. Have you developed like, you know, more philosophical sayings and things to like, you know, like really rally the troops as you've gotten older and in combination with, you know, like, you know, the schemes?
Like most coaches, you pick up a lot from the coaches that that mentored you. And so, yeah, I've picked up a lot over the years. I just try to do as much study as I can whenever I can, and look at what I can bring to the table. A lot of what I implement was from my playing days, as you said, in college and for the national team. And I think the game has evolved. So as coaches, we also have to evolve. But what never changes is, you know, playing with pride, playing defense with heart. And you always have a chance if you're going to just, you know, I guess play with as much heart as possible on the defensive end.
And as long as I've known you, Coach, you have always emphasized to any team you've ever mentored here at the high school level, club, all the way up to the national team, that you expect excellence and you expect victory every single time out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, you know, playing sports is a, you know, great lesson in life that, you know, it's all about how you approach it. And you don't always win every game, but you try to do things the right way, treat people the right way. Obviously, a team sport, you have to come together and be there for your brothers. And definitely, we look at wins and losses as important, but really it's about playing for each other, about playing with pride, approaching the game the right way, approaching the preparation to the games. It's about building good habits, and that's what's led us to the longevity we've had in terms of the Pacific Games and now at the FIBA level. And I think we talk about good habits all the time, replacing bad habits, and it's not always about the result, it's about the journey. And you know, that's a pretty common philosophy I've picked up from a lot of winning programs, and I think that's just a good philosophy for any organization, is you're gonna get to where you need to go if you just approach it day to day, doing the right thing.
How much do you lean on, like, you know, the senior members of your club, especially like, you know, guys like Joe Blas, you know, who played here, you know, like, you know, excellence in everything he does, like at all levels and everything, really drilling that down to like the younger guys?
Joe's been huge. A lot of the vets on the team that have continued to come out. What's big is that they've taken different roles throughout the years. It's been an honor to coach most of them, and the biggest thing is I've now coached long enough where all my former teammates have retired, and
almost all of them.
Yeah, and now I have a whole new young group that's looking up to the next generation, looking to what they can bring to the table. And so it's been exciting to see that evolution. It also means I've been coaching a long time.
So what about the team chemistry between you, like Coach Jin Ha and Coach Chris Fernandez and everything like that? You guys were, you know, teammates, and now you're in a different capacity. How do you, like, what's the chemistry between you guys, and how has it changed?
That's been just amazing to now come together with some of my former teammates, and we're talking back to middle school days. And either they were my teammates or we're going against each other. I even recruited a former big man from Agata, McKelly Wesley, and he went on to, you know, play at BYU and play professionally. And when he came back and finally was able to represent Guam, I told him, you're a big part of our success. You need to continue as a coach. And so having all that experience around, it definitely has rubbed off. And I think that's something we need to continue. It's something that I really take from here, being here at FD, is there's a tradition of always giving back and always wanting the next generation to exceed you and do better. And that's what we do in Team Guam.
Well, speaking of Michele, who, by the way, like has the love and the passion and the pulse of Guam all the way, in his DNA. I mean, his father worked at UOG for many, many years alongside my dad. But Michele's brother, Ty, he is back on the roster right now. You know Mongolia and China have that on their radar because, I mean, Ty Wesley is well known in the international game and team's game plan specifically for him, for Ernest Ross, for all the guys on our team. Specifically for Ty.
It's going to be great to have Ty back. He plays a great leadership role. It's going to be great to have Ty back. He's one of our leaders in the program for a while now and definitely a threat whenever he has the ball, not only to score, but he really makes other players better. And so looking forward to having him back. I know our shooters are looking forward to having a passer and facilitator like Ty in the post. Also, I'm seeing him mentor young big men like Ben Borja and Matt Ferger, and they're coming up the ranks. Jonathan Galloway's back as one of the defensive stoppers, one of the best I've ever seen. And so we have a really good squad coming back together. It's a unique situation where you have such a difference in age and generations. And they're all just working together for the same goal.
Okay, how soon or how far out does Coach EJ Calvo and your staff, how soon do you make the game plan about how you're going to attack Mongolia, how you're going to attack China and everything like that? Or is it like literally one of those things where you're like some priests literally will write their homily like up until they take the pulpit and everything like that? As coach and everything like that, how far out do you actually say this is what we're going to do? I commit to that.
Because it's kind of a year-round thing, games come every few months. Whenever we get time, we'll sit down and talk up some of our strengths and weaknesses, things we need to work on, and definitely keep an eye on opponents that we know we're going to face and build some strategy. When it comes to right before the game and we actually come together and we're running through our tune-up, we'll actually make adjustments just seeing how guys are. When you don't see players year-round and they come together to represent Guam, you have to make adjustments based on where they're at in their career. Are they in great shape? Are they shooting well? And so sometimes our strategy might change a couple days before the game. But we're ready. I think we have a good game plan. We understand what we bring to the table against Mongolia especially, which is the big game for us. And I have a pretty good idea of what to expect from them. So we have to just prepare for adjustments to be made at the game. But you can never over-prepare.
And let's not sugarcoat this, Coach. We've got their number, and we're playing them on our home soil and everything like that. But victory is not guaranteed because they're a real tough out.
Yeah, no, Mongolia is a super tough team. I want our Guam fans to know that we went to Mongolia twice in the last 2 years and played them in front of their packed house, pretty hostile environment. All in good sportsmanship, but they really backed their team. And we went over there to negative 20-degree temperature and came away with 2 wins. So I know they want revenge. It doesn't matter that they're coming to Guam. They're in a must-win situation. And I want to make sure that our team understands what's on the line. We didn't come all the way this far, don't need to get this far. So we got to take care of business against Mongolia and advance ourselves to play more of these big games.
There you go. Okay, make sure you hit up guamtime.net. You can get your tickets for both the Mongolia and the China game. You also get a break if you set yourself up for both games. And watch both games because both are going to be incredible. We're not looking past Mongolia. That is a big hurdle for us, and you're looking at the task at hand and everything like that. However, China is literally 2 days later.
Yeah, so these windows, you play 2 games in every window, and often we've played in 2 different cities. So this is going to be a unique situation where we're at home and we have 2 games in a row, and we could really just stay focused on 1 game at a time, no travel in between. But when it comes to the second game, I keep telling people I'm still kind of in shock in that we are expecting China versus Guam to happen, and we're ready for it. And this is what we've been talking about as a dream for years. And to me, we're going to bring it, But I tell the guys, you know, you're playing for history here. Whatever happens, you just play with pride and put on a good show. Because, you know, I grew up in a, you know, as a big Guam basketball fan, wanting to beat, you know, other teams in Micronesia, wanting to beat other teams in the Pacific, and never thinking that this was possible. And now I'm looking at all these kids coming up where they're growing up and looking at Team Guam, that this is normal. Yeah, we don't like making excuses. We're just going to represent with pride and enjoy the moment. And so China versus Guam is happening, and yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Okay, bonus question, Coach.
Yeah.
Are you a man of superstition when it comes to your preparation, even all the way back to when you were a player? Do you do the same thing over and over and over? Specifically, what does EJ Calvo eat before a game?
You know, I don't think I am too big on superstition. I have certain things that are part of my routine in terms of scouting, in terms of preparation. Before games, I like to, you know, kind of get to a quiet place for a little bit, because I know it's the calm before the storm, and just prepare myself for battle. And I think I did that as a player as well. But I don't get hung up too much on things being different from game to game. I kind of enjoy walking the stadium, walking the court before the game when it's quiet, and then when all the players come out and the crowd starts to come in, especially in these big stadiums we've been playing in. Yeah, just kind of soak it in. You know, we got to just enjoy the memories.
I'll tell you what, we are literally we're here in your alma mater, in your on your court and everything like that. And I know you can still get shots up, so hey, let's go shoot, man.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's go.
Guam basketball fans, are you ready? The FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers are hitting our shores. And Team Guam needs you in the stands, louder than ever. The EJ Calvo Fieldhouse is going to be rocking. Get ready for 2 electrifying showdowns. Thursday, February 20 at 7:30 p.m. Team Guam takes on Mongolia in a big rematch to determine who will advance to the next round. Sunday, February 23rd, Guam versus China is history in the making. Score your 2-game package now before they're all gone. Head to guamtime.net. Tickets are flying off the shelves. This is more than just a game. It's a chance to show our island pride and a rare chance to enjoy high-level FIBA action live and in person. Don't miss the basketball event of the year. Let's go, Guam!